This is an extremely neglected 2 foot by 1 foot Exoterra that had breeding phasmids in it, and now they've all gone. I think I can actually do something with it, and I'm considering making a paludarium for no idea what animal. Let's see the state of it inside. Like I said, neglected. I've been chucking cabbage in here and stuff because it does have, if it'll focus, random isopod species in here. And it looks like fruit flies. And, oh, there you go. This little guy here, which is a locust. So they've been mooching around in there. So go on, back on there. We'll find you a mantis belly to go in. Alright. I don't think there's any more baby stick insects, but there could be because they was laying in here for over a year. So there's a good chance stick insects are going to pop up. Oh my god, there's a lot of hell of a lot of isopods in here. We're going to have to take them out one by one, I think. That should be fun, shouldn't it? Yeah. And no, I think we're safe. Oh, yeah, look at them. Can we focus on them? I'll check what species all these are later, but there's bloody loads of them. And they're everywhere. Yeah, they're scattering now. What else have we got in here? Anything? Well, oh, more isopods. Yep, and even more. A couple of weird ones in there. Unless these plants are all plastic, that's not. Oh, look, this is just frass. So, yeah. So first thing I have to do is take this apart and remove all these isopods, which might take me a minute. And I've just spotted I think a baby nymph. Here we go, a nymph. And that is Paraphasma schulti. So she can go in, or he can go in my phasmid tank with the rest when I clear this out. So I better get on with that. Okay, like I said, the first thing I've got to do is get all these isopods out of here. So what I've got here is a temporary home for them. So I'm going to steal some of that wood that's in here for their little house. There's probably some on there. Pop that in there. They'll like that. I mean, this is seriously temporary. We'll have to see what else is in here. Oh, look at that on the door. Let me see that on the door. There. It's another Paraphasma schulti. Well, he's going to have to go as well. So, oh, this is going to take some time. I want to take all these out and speed it up. So, if you get bored, just flick on to the next part. And I'll see you in a minute. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There's a lot more than I thought. Well, I better get on with it. See you in about 3 hours. Alright, look at this. They're actually inside the wood. There are hundreds of them. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought. Right, I'm glad I didn't time lapse that. This is 2 hours later. And this is 500 or 600 maybe, possibly more, isopods. All different morphs. I'll get a better look at them later. And there was several locusts in there. There were some caterpillars, some glass snails, and a few stick insects. And I did find And there's one right there. And you can see that. But that is a over for a stick insect. So they're still in the soil. I'm not going to be able to get rid of this, obviously. And what I ended up with is a pile of rocks. All this crap that was in here. And these plants were all plastic, so there's no layers in here. Because obviously I had phasmids in, and you can't put real plants because they just eat everything. And then I ended up with this, a tray of moss that is crawling with isopods still. There are so many in here, and yet I don't know if you can see them all running around, but there's probably 50 or 60 isopods in this moss, and lots of little babies. So I don't know how I'm going to get them out of there. I'll probably just go in my moss bin and let them get on with it. But my next, I actually found this as well, which was amazing. Okay, there's another one. There's still some running around in there. They're a Dalmatian, I think. And there's one shedding there, which is half and half. Can't see that, can you now? Doubt it. So, anyway. Make that 4 stick insects. Look at that guy. 5. There's another chap here there as well. Gonna focus that? No, it's not. Anyway, what I'm going to do with this, I've decided I'm going to make a native paludarium with it. So I'm going to be getting a piece of plastic and cutting it off, and we're going to be silicone sealing the plastic in here to get the water side of things. And at the back, I'm going to do something, no idea, something native and something lots of sticky, because I'm going to put a communal ghost mantis community in here, I think. Oh, let's see what I can do. I'm going to get this all cleared out. And I'm going to put some of it back, as I say, there's stick insects over in here and lots more isopods. So I'll come back when I've got this cleaned up in 2 seconds for you. Well, this is as clean as it's going to get. So my idea now is to put a piece of plastic divider in there, silicone seal it in, so we have a water section at the front, and I'll still have some land at the back. So let's measure this and cut the plastic. So, as you see, I've stuck a little partition in here, and it seems to be working really well. But I thought I'd give this a go, which is Gorilla Clear. It's supposed to be awesome, and it is. It's definitely stuck it, and it stuck it really well. I haven't got that mank on the glass that you get from silicone sealant. But then I read the back of the box, and it says harmful to aquatic life with long-lasting effects. So that was a mistake. I'm going to have to go over it with silicone sealant now. Anyway, so the test was worth it, but you know, don't use this stuff. It's not good for what we want it for. Well, we're out this morning early, got some sealant and sealed this, and this is a water test, and as you can see, it works. So all I have to do now is try and figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of the tank. I suppose I better get on with it, don't I? Okay, that concludes part one of this, whatever it is I'm making. I glued on here a hygrometer and temperature controller for my ghost mantis, and the basic idea here is having a pond, if you like, in the front here, which is an ecosystem, which will be filled with water from my pond and plants from my pond. And Lord knows what's in here. I've seen dragonfly nymphs and shrimps and everything you can think of, snails a lot, all in these little jars. I have another box out there full of water, all ready to go in here when we get it in situ, and all the rest is done. So I'm going to do, as I say, pond in the front, and at the back some kind of terrestrial landscape with, I intend to put ghost mantis community in there when they hatch. I have a new beaker that I'm going to pin to the top, and hopefully we can just leave it and let it all be natural in here, and I'll be able to film what's going on and let you know. So come back for part two when I've done a bit more, and I'll see you then. Don't forget to subscribe and like. See ya!